obviously, and I know this angle is horrible, and I'm sorry about that, but I felt compelled to go live about this subject right now, and I have a few minutes to talk about it. So, once again, for anybody joining, if you can't hear me, I disconnected the Bluetooth from my car so I could run air conditioning and use my microphone on my earbud, but if sound quality is bad, please let me know. Let's just get started. So, seems to be a lot of people that think like there are literally no factories here, like there's no such thing as factory workers here in the USA, and with all this talk about tariffs and factories manufacturing return. And then the people that admit, there are factory workers seem to talk about them like we're a dying breed and automation's getting ready to take over, like in the form of robotics. And I'm here as a factory worker to discuss this because I've been one for a few years now. I've worked in Amazon warehouses, and factory workers and warehouse workers are the unsung heroes of America. And I firmly believe that, in like, call it, egotistical, it's just the way I feel. And I started to feel like this before I became one, just seeing my in a warehouse. People that work in warehouses and factories are the reasons why you have literally everything in your home right now. They transport goods, they make goods, they get goods to you. And it's something that is constantly happening around the clock every holiday, all the time. With warehouse workers, we would literally have none of the conveniences that we have today. And we totally need the high earners, the high degree havers that provide us with our medical care. But realistically, you need factory workers every single day of your life. The company for has their hands in every product you could think of, from medical to furniture to all sorts of things. And it is a sense of pride to be a part of making things simple. And no, robots aren't going to take over anytime soon. Our machines cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. One of the machines we work on costs $2 million, I think. And that thing takes precedent over us. I have something in my right eye. I cannot figure it out. It comes and goes weird. I'm sorry. Once again, I know I look like crap. I know this angle is horrible, but that's not what we're here for to my face. We're here to talk about the fact that factory workers seem to be like this, you know, people think it's like an antiquated position. No, there's always been factory workers, and it's always been an honorable job in many communities with great benefits, pension, retirement. There's people that sincerely enjoy working hard and working hard with other people and being productive in that way. Yes, I will never earn as much money as some people that will put up with a lot more stress in certain ways than I do. Are we putting up with stress and breaking our bodies down? Yes. Why is that not honored? Why is that not something that people take into consideration when they decide to SHIT on factory workers? Because that I thought had sincerely good hearts, like Chris Norland here on YouTube, I thought he was such a good man. And he like literally said in a video last night or this morning that people who work in factories are out of touch because they need to be high income earners. Like, we need people that work in factories. We need people that work in warehouses. There's no way anytime soon there's going to be enough robots to take over everything that's going on. I'm telling you, as somebody who's worked in many factories and warehouses, there's no physical way robots are going to take over factory work completely anytime soon. It's not going to happen, okay? I feel like maybe, I don't know. I can't read from where I'm at anyway, so I'm going to take off my glasses to layer and everything. And I just feel like it might help a little bit. I know I still got to attend. Once again, I'm not here. I have running water today because of the floods in Kentucky. A main water pipe burst and it was 15 feet underwater. So they had to have a diver from Louisville in to try to fix it. And we have no idea when we're going to have running water again. But I'm still happy because I know the value of a hot shower, and I've, lived off grid for a year, so I'm fine. I took a sponge bath, but I'm sure I look that much worse because of it. But it's just hearing these people talk, you are a factory worker, you're out of touch. No, you're out of touch if you don't realize literally every single thing meant to contact was because of a factory worker or a warehouse worker, both. Probably a lot, many. Thousands of people all over the world coming together to make everything that makes life convenient for you. See people in the chat. Hi, Sanjay, how are you? My name is Lydia, and I'm a factory worker, so I've been hearing lots of people talk about like factory work coming back to the US. It's always been here. I have great benefits. Me and my family get our health insurance, including dental and vision, for $54 a month. That is unheard of. Every time I go to the doctor, they make comments about my copay and stuff because it's all from like 15 years ago. They haven't raised premiums on their employees for 15 years. Some companies still care about their employees. They still find value in people who are willing to break their backs to make the products that is necessary for society to continue. And that should be an honorable thing. I was raised by a PhD to honor everybody, even the garbage man. They all work hard. We all work hard. No shame in any work. And now all this talk of automation, I can't stress it enough. There is going to be robots taking over. If anything, they're going to take over the service industry and the medical industry before they take over factories and warehouses. I'm telling you, we have machines in here that are worth millions, and they need constant work. They need people. And as I started to mention earlier, like if there's a severe weather threat, we're like evacuating the building. Somebody has to stay with that $2 million machine to make sure it gets shut off because it will catch fire if not. Like serious things that still need a lot of human interaction in order to function. You can't automate unloading pallets, the simplest task. That is hard. Some of the hardest work in most warehouses and unloading pallets is unloading pallets and unloading the semi trucks. And yes, I have a cold on top of everything else. I just can't stress enough. The robots aren't going to be taking over factories. It would cost so much money for companies to make robots to do all the piddly little things that people do. You think like peon factory workers. I work with people who have traveled the world, have had careers, who own land, horses, gardens. Like there's all sorts of people that like having an easy job that you might look down on. It's because it still elevates them and is a stepping stone for them in whatever way in life. And that's fine. Beyond got his channel deleted or removed, updating it. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Carey. So if you want my opinion on that, not that you asked for it, but I think he's working Titus. I don't know why Aaron didn't fight those copyright strikes because he could have definitely fought them. It's not like he doesn't put all his personal information out there anyways. That's the only reason most people don't fight copyright strikes because they don't want the person against them. I'm sorry, I am so yucky right now. They don't want the person going against them to learn their full name and their address. And then if the YouTube sides with you, like if YouTube with Aaron, then he would have gotten all the correspondence that Titus, Stephanie, whoever, whatever, had between YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like he would have had so much good YouTube content if he would have fought that and if he would have won. It doesn't make any sense to me. I think he's with them. The way he treated me by not getting my government name and my personal information. Like, why do you need to have that, Aaron? Why do you need to have that? I think he was Titus and Stephanie were going to pay him money for it, allegedly. That's just a whoosh I got. That's what I call my like intuitions. So yeah, I think I said what I wanted to say. Like we all rely on factory workers, warehouse workers. There's so much that goes into all the products and goods we all use every day. And there's no way not, excuse me, I'm so gross. My nose is running. All I've had is coffee today. And maybe that's part of it is like I'm jerked up because my nutrition is down. But I just want to say to anybody who does work a job like that, like that gets looked down on, that knows what it's like to like have a sense of pride and go and be happy with your coworkers and everything. Like we are the cogs in the wheel. We are what makes society function. It's not the people that look down on us, that everybody depends on literally every single day, all day long. It's us. And I take a sense of pride in knowing that God bless Chris Norland's heart. He doesn't like Elon Musk, but people him are why this elitist BS is perpetuated so much, because people like him that say things like, oh, you're out of touch if you don't have a degree in earner. Like somebody has to work in the warehouses and factories. You have to understand that. I mean, obviously you're that out of touch. Good for you if you never had a job like this. Like sincerely, good for you if you never know what it's like to like work really physically hard and you spent your whole life in college and everything. I think that's great. We need people like that too. But I would never say that like it's wrong. Everybody should be that way. It is so backwards to me that somebody like Chris Norland, who speaks out against Elon Musk, would also crap on factory workers. Like he literally said, you're like out of touch if you're a factory. I'm sitting there. I listen to him. I support him a lot. And I've made a few comments on his videos. I know he's seen, like, maybe not, but I was like one of the first people to make comments under his pin. So, and I explained like we get excellent benefits. There's many pieces to working in for a good company, and I can't stress it enough. Like there's never going to be robots doing everything. It's not the Jetsons. We don't even have high-speed trains like most countries. We should be living like this by now. All the money in our economy in America, we should be having sidewalks that are like conveyor belts and all that jazz. But we don't. I don't know why people think we're going to take over factories and warehouses. I can tell you as somebody that works in one, people are highly needed. And the machines we do have need constant monitoring, updating, upgrading by people. And you're out of touch if you really sincerely think that like it's not a good idea manufacturing back. And I don't agree with everything that's going on. I think Trump is an absolute idiot. I feel like, you know, we're just here for the ride at this point. Like our government was flailing either way. So not to get into all that, but just wanted to make this like make a video I haven't made in weeks because it's just thing after thing. I do have a hysterectomy scheduled, so I will be making content about that, and it's kind of been taking up a lot of my mental space, honestly. So I feel like I've rambled enough and I've myself a few times. I don't want to do that anymore. There's no script involved. I know I look like crap. So thank you for watching. And thanks, Oz, and thanks, Mr. Carey. I'm gonna go. I got some salmon. Made me. I hope you all feel good about whatever you do that makes you productive, whether it's monetary or not, you know, whatever makes you feel productive. I hope you have that in your life. I hope you have that nothing easily gets you down, you know? And that's the thing, a really hard worker. Like I'm not even like mad about this. I want to express this for brothers and sisters that also work hard. Like I see you. It's not just in the warehouse. We have this camaraderie like all day long. People need us. We are needed. People need factory workers, Chris Norland. People don't need pundits on YouTube. I mean, they're beneficial. We do need that to grow intellectually, but it's not like we couldn't get that in any other capacity, like a book or something. But anyways, I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.